Alright, you maggots, listen up. Now, when you recap a lot of different radios, nationals, helicrafters, you may notice that there's 3 capacitors on the schematic in the BFO can. Okay, here's a BFO can. Let's see if we can get it in the picture and not mess the focus up. Here's the can, and it's got 2 bottom lugs. All right, those are studs. They mount. This mounts from underneath with 2 1/4-inch nuts, and then let me rotate it. There's a side hole. You got to undo the bolt on the side that touches this mechanism, and then the 2 on the bottom, and this comes up off the radio or off the chassis. And on the top, you'll notice this is an adjustable coil. Don't touch that. Now there are 3 capacitors, and this model, this is a 470. It's leaky. There's a 480 right here. It's a square capacitor, and down on the bottom there's a 330 picofarad cap. All 3 are leaky. Now I told you I measure stuff at the actual working voltage with that tester I showed you in one of my past videos. The bottom one, I did both leads disconnected. It's definitely shot, and that's the 330 picofarad. Now normally a 330 picofarad cap, an old one, they don't always go bad, and the 180s don't go bad, but I guess being in a can caused something. And this works in the BFO circuit at a lower voltage. It doesn't really work at the plate voltage. It's off the grid. But all 3 of those capacitors are leaky, and this is very common. All my national radios, the NC57s, had the 3 capacitors in the BFO section. They were leaky, and as soon as you change them, the thing starts working. Now on the groups, they'll tell you the coil's bad, but these capacitors, gotta remember, you're recapping this radio, and you have to make a determination whether the cap is bad or not. There's some caps in this radio, the little round white ones, they're 100 picofarads. They're not bad. I've tested those. But in this case, the 180 is bad, the 470 and the 330 picofarad is bad. Now, I said on the national NC57, same circuit, even though it's a national, it's not a Hellcrafters. They were bad, and I got used to changing them. And whenever I find a capacitor that's leaky, it always amazes me, especially the picofarad ones. But I don't know whether it's a paper or a mica, or actually it could be a mica, and it could have silver mica disease. That's what caused it to become leaky. But the thing is, these 3 capacitors that you're looking at right now, inside the coil, inside the can, they're on the schematic, but they're not in the parts list. This is why I'm doing the video. I'm telling you that if you have any of the Hellcrafters, they use a similar BFO can, and in there is a coil, 3 capacitors, there may be a resistor or whatever, and then that comes out and goes over to, I don't know if it's in the frame back here. It's back here. It's the BFO tube. In this case, 7AF or something like that. Well, anyway, when you recap the radio, don't forget there's 3 caps inside the BFO. And the BFO will not operate. You can change the tube. You can check all the voltages. But what you'll find is those 3 capacitors will be leaky. Maybe not all 3, but while you're in there, you might as well change them. I think that's it. All right, that's it.